it's hard to find all the dependencies, because it's not only like looking at the dependencies of the library that you're bringing on, but that library has other dependencies and so on and so forth. So today, I think a lot of times, like you would go through the documentation and try to kind of trace that quote unquote graph, right? I would say that's probably the number one first gate in terms of challenges for developers to like adopt any new open source. We have like a whole bunch of checklists that you go through to like qualify that library.
When you look at new applications where 80 to 90% of that code is actually open source. So when you're building on the work of 100,000 other developers, you're essentially giving them card key access to your office and your IP, right? You're bringing their live ongoing work through the doors of your office to be able to then build on.
So there's going to be a scenario where, for example, if you have an open source library and if you only use 1 out of 10 APIs that's in that library, and if there is a vulnerability or an exposure that's found in that library, it's going to get flagged, right? And then you're going to have to like look through the code and all of that and say, no, this is not high priority.
In the first kind of decade of open source, all of it was about the productivity benefits, right? And you see this even from a developer perspective, like much of what's been done in developer tools has been about improving productivity, improving velocity. And now I think there is a lot more of that kind of balance of how do you do that in a way that's safe, secure, trustworthy. They've hired a team of really strong individuals with a great deal of domain knowledge in the space of security and understanding developers. And I think that investment in experience and talent means that you end up building products and tools that are deeper and better. And you can see that in some of the work that Varun and Dimitri and team are doing.